Welcome to the John Gadget Christmas Party for two.
Woohoo! Well, they were rubbish. Right.
Absolutely pathetic. Our news really is that we've just hit 75,000 subscribers. So massive thank you to everybody who's been part of that journey over what is now nearly 2 years. So this is different to what we normally do. We just want to have a little bit of fun.
We will be swapping presents at some point, and we will also be having a bottle of champagne with an unusual bottle opener.
Okay, so what questions do we have from our audience?
Questions for you both. What is the favourite video that you uploaded? This is from Elaster in Israel.
Okay, you go for it.
Favourite video? I like the Wish one we did.
Right, yeah.
The Wish one was fun. I got to buy loads of rubbish on your credit card. I enjoyed that.
I think the videos I really like are the kit videos. I spend a lot of time thinking really hard about what I think would work well in a kit based on personal experience. So I've got lots of ideas for kits, and I like to get them lighter and more compact and more useful.
I really like the traditional one we just did as well. Finding like old style brass and leather and wood products. That was fun.
Yeah, people seem to like that.
Elaster asked the second question. How did you two meet?
I have many years in retail setting up a high street store called the Gadget shop, which became 50 or 60 stores over a period of time, and then one after that called Red 5. And Jamie came to work for me at Red 5.
Yeah, and I just sort of worked my way up the ladder, and we kind of became friends. And do you know, it's about 18 years now.
Is it?
Yeah.
We do have completely different views. So
Absolutely. I like rock music, and
I don't.
He likes Ed Sheeran.
I've been to an Ed Sheeran concert, yeah. Yeah, I have a more varied music taste. Jamie's kind of very narrow-minded in his music.
Adele.
We do. I do.
Fair enough. So yeah, about 18 years. And actually, there is a question later on that I'm going to address now. Peter from North Carolina asked, "Are you guys childhood friends?" Childhood. How old do you think I am?
Yeah, we could be. I know we look similar age. You'd be surprised to hear this. There's actually quite a big age gap between us.
50s.
I am in my 50s. Still.
Early 40s.
And you're in your 40s. So about a decade difference.
Right, so, question for me from Albans. Jamie, what is your favourite Whitesnake lineup? Do you prefer early classic lineup or the 87 Big Hair era? Well, the Ed Sheeran fan over here won't know what I'm on about, but I'm a big fan of 80s.
Nobody's interested in this.
Albans is interested.
Okay, one person.
I'm wearing an FM t-shirt today as well, if you haven't noticed. You don't even know what they are, do you?
I prefer digital radio.
Yep. Right, we've got a general question. Actually, we should address this. Hello, I received a message that said I was randomly selected for a giveaway package. Was that really you?
Oh, yeah, we've had a couple of these. And if you know anything about YouTube, you'll know this is a common problem. So somebody goes in the comments, nicks the John Gadget logo or the channel logo, and then pretends it's you, and then tries to get you to click a link. So do watch out for that. I think you were saying YouTube are cracking down on this.
Yeah, YouTube are having a massive crackdown because it is becoming a big problem where people are trying to scam you, saying you've been selected for a prize, then try and get you to send postage money and stuff like that. And so avoid.
Do be wary.
Right, next one we've got Rab from Scotland. What's your everyday watch?
So for everyday carry, I've got a Garmin Instinct Solar, which is really good. But I do have a watch coming for Christmas that's perfect for everyday carry. So I'll be featuring that in a review early next year as well.
Moving on. Samuel from Canada asked, what is your top EDC folding knife of 2022? I think we all know this one.
Well, a couple really. So as most of you will know if you're familiar with the channel, the Compact is sort of my most carried folding knife. I'm always on the lookout for something that can beat it. Red one.
Another one.
This was a surprise. This is a Concept Bevy. Special edition Heine Haynes version. Again, I've mentioned this in a fairly recent video. I just really like this knife. It's just got some really nice tactile feel to it. So yeah, that's been a favourite this year for a basic folding knife.
For me, I still love my proper. Benchmade proper. It's an older knife, but it's a good one.
Yeah, I don't think they make it anymore, do they?
No, I think it's discontinued, which makes it extra special.
It is nice, though.
It is.
Okay.
Okay, so Chris Thompson from Connecticut asks, what hobbies do you have besides collecting EDC items?
I've done a bit of skiing, which I really like, but I haven't done any recently, if I'm being honest. I had loads lined up before COVID, and then they all got stopped, and I haven't managed to get anything organised. I like a bit of mountain biking, but again, I have to admit, I've got a Specialized Levo, so I've got an electric mountain bike because I just don't have the fitness to do the trails I want to do. So I do a bit of that, but mostly I just love the gear that we all love.
As for me, you can guess, I like going to my rock gigs, but I also like doing anything sort of techie, so home automation. I love designing in 3D, got a 3D printer, like making stuff. Just
swords.
anything.
It's got a
I've got a reasonable sword collection. I like swords.
house full of swords. House full of movie memorabilia.
Yeah, like my movies.
Going,
Big movie fan. In fact, actually, with the question earlier, what is your oldest EDC item? Technically, I have a Napoleonic sword, a 1796 light cavalier sword.
A real one?
Real one, yeah. Officer's sword. So that would have been part of everyday carry 200 and odd years ago.
So you got more hobbies than I have, really. More interests, more hobbies.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you're like married with kids, so you haven't got time.
Yeah. Plus, I devote a lot of time to the channel.
Right, moving on. Life of Jules from Bournemouth has asked, have you ever looked into designing your own piece of EDC gear?
I haven't developed a piece of EDC gear, but I would like to, actually.
Would love to, yeah.
Yeah. You think, I could create the perfect backpack. I could create a great sling.
The thing is, product
Nice.
creation is very expensive. I mean,
Yes.
as you know more than anyone.
Yeah, to do something right, it's a lot more expensive, a lot more hassle than a lot of people think.
Yeah, it's not easy. But put in the comments if you guys would like, I don't know. I mean, we could do a T-shirt easy enough, but I don't know if anyone would want to wear a John Gadget T-shirt.
No, they wouldn't.
Maybe someone would want just a giant your face on a shirt.
No,
you think?
that's never going to happen.
Right, Dan from Bexel-on-Sea asks, if you could have a custom sack made up of the only tools and number of layers, what would you want? What would you choose?
Yeah,
so basically, what sack would you build?
So the important thing for me is size and weight, and therefore it has to be 2 layers, which is why I carry a compact. Anything more than that starts to get chunky for me. So knife, scissors, which the compact has, pen, which is great, toothpick I've swapped with a ferro rod, and the tweezers are fine. So it's the back tools that let this down a little bit. We've got the parcel hook, which I've actually started using. If you think of every time you need to do something that digs into your fingers, the parcel hook will do a better job. But I'd probably still rather have an awl. And then the corkscrew, which I've got a bit of tinder in here, and the screwdriver, I don't really use as a corkscrew. It's more of a holder. So I'd rather maybe get some more practical use. Now, the obvious one to fit in there is a Phillips screwdriver. That would be an easy one. I have no idea why Victorinox haven't woken up to the fact that if they put a Phillips in there, it would create a huge selling model. But yeah, so 2-layer, back tools changed, up then the compact, and then you've got the perfect knife.
Paul from Arizona asks, have you ever tried using the Manager as your EDC instead of the compact?
No, I do like the Manager, but it's too small.
Too small of a knife.
Yeah, try cutting an apple with a Manager.
I've got a couple of questions here, which a lot of people asked, so I won't mention name, but quite a people have asked, what do you want to achieve from the channel, and are you ever planning on changing your backdrop?
Oh, really? Yeah. We might go outside a bit more. Again, feedback in the comments. We'd love to know what you think. Let us know what you think about the backdrop. Are you getting bored of it? And I like it still. I mean, this is a really small room here, if I'm being honest. We're crammed in here right now. It's an old office, and this backdrop was here 5 years before the channel started. This has been my office backdrop for a while. The only addition really is in fact the blue lights. In terms of the growth of the channel and what we have planned for the future, we just want to create great content based on finding great everyday carry and travel gear, finding it early, testing it where we can, seeing what what's out there.
I think I want to do a few more fun videos as well, just some like humoured ones with products rather than specifically focused, mixing it up a bit. Cool. Right, moving on. We have got Paladino of Wrath asks, what is your go-to recommendation for someone just getting into EDC? Is it a torch, wallet, pocket knife, multi-tool, pen, or some form of pocket trash?
If you're always carrying a wallet, then think of what you're carrying. Do you really need everything that's in there? How do you slim it down? Because for me, it's all about making things more compact and lightweight.
Same with your keys as well. About people who carry the car keys when they're not in the car and their office keys when they're not going to their office. I did the same. I used to carry a massive bunch of keys.
Yeah.
And then I realised all I need is my front door key.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm going for a walk.
You always find this. People who have a massive bunch of keys and a packed wallet with stuff that they've never seen for years in it. And it's just that they've never really thought about changing it. So wallet, keys, a knife, depending on how often you need a knife. And for me, the one that most people probably think is pointless, but is actually one of the most valuable, is a small flashlight. It's just finding stuff that you've dropped under the desk. It's going into the back of a dark cupboard. Even finding something in a drawer that's just packed with stuff. If you shine a light on it, if you're trying to read small print, shine a light on it, you'll read it better. Yeah. There's so many benefits to carrying a small light.
You'll be surprised, the bulk goes down. When I took off the keys I didn't need, I added a small flashlight and a Victorinox.
Yeah.
And I weighed it. It came out less. So I'd say wallet and a keyring. That's at least easy place to start.
Flashlight, knife, yeah.
Right. Okay. Next question from Jake Bullet in Yorkshire. John, why isn't Jamie in a lot more videos? Seems like a quick way to get to 1 million subscribers to me. It's a very good question, Jake Bullet.
Jake Bullet. Stage name.
I don't know. I think Jake just wants you to answer the question. It sounds quite switched on, this Jake guy.
Let us know what you think. I think what Jamie brings to the channel, he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes, by the way. So we share the editing. So Jamie normally does the first edit, which is the heavy lift, and then I do a final edit and make it a lot better. Jamie comes up with a lot of the ideas.
All the good ones.
A lot of the ideas.
Apart from the kits, all the kits are John. I do not get involved in the kits. I leave them to him.
And research and
graphic stuff.
Graphic stuff. Lots of YouTube studio stuff behind the scenes. So it's very much a team effort here.
The main thing is, though, we just have fun, don't we?
If we're not enjoying it, then we shouldn't be doing it, because we think that if we're enjoying it, then that will come across in the video. We really love doing this. This is our full-time jobs, really.
Pretty much.
So let us know what sort of content you like. Do you like the shared stuff? Do you want a mix? I think our view at the moment is a mix. So serious stuff, mix of themes, kits, obviously reviewing new stuff, trying to do multi-product reviews so we can get as much in front of you as possible so you can decide if it's right for you, and then some fun stuff as well.
Definitely.
So it's kind of a mix of all of that, really.
2 questions to go. Which one was a general question? How did you get into EDC?
So I set up the Gadget shop in 1991. That's when the first store opened, and I set it up because I loved this sort of gear and I couldn't find a retail outlet that sold it. And this is pre-internet. So I wanted a retail store where I could go and find cool stuff. And we became the biggest seller of Leatherman in the UK, hence the gold-plated Leatherman behind us, the biggest seller of Victorinox in the UK. And that's when I got into it. I was always into carrying stuff that would help reduce friction in everyday life, I suppose you'd say.
Last question. Stu asks, what are your Christmas Day carries and what are you giving each other for Christmas?
I'm still carrying what I usually do. So Rovivon A8 torch, compact. That's what I've always got in my pocket. And then I've got a sling bag for if I leave the house.
Well, mine will be simple. I have a knife to open all my presents and a bottle of beer.
Bottle of beer. Everyday carry.
Everyday Christmas carry. This is Christmas Day.
Okay.
Bottle of beer.
Jamie's going to be walking around with a bottle of beer.
In-house! No, who goes out on Christmas Day? You're going out on Christmas Day.
I'll go and walk the dog, yeah.
Yeah, you go and walk the dog. Right, Christmas presents.
We've bought each other Christmas presents.
And these are real Christmas presents. We don't know what we bought each other.
Did we had a budget? 50 quid, was it?
20 quid.
20? You said 50.
We bought with our own money. It's not from, well, mine's not from a supplier. I don't know if his is from a supplier. Right, are you ready to swap?
I've actually spent money on this.
Well, you've actually got 2 presents.
In there?
2 little presents, yeah.
There you go.
So we'll do yours first, because obviously.
All right. It's not from Wish, is it?
No. This is from 511 Tactical Gear.
Okay, thank you.
So,
for that.
it's kind of.
It's like.
You know what? If you was into EDC, it's cool because it's it's Cordura. You've got your carabiner clip, and it's a stocking.
Yeah, so you hang it up at Christmas.
Yeah. Look, if you're into EDC, you need an EDC Christmas stocking.
Something in it.
Yeah, and then I got you another little present. And this one I got you for your dog walks.
Ah, now then, that's. I was going to say that's more like it, but that sounds a bit. Okay, so Zippo hand warmer. Now, I nearly bought some of these
Did you?
as presents, but I've not tested it yet, so I didn't know. And there's two sizes, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, I know you like weight reduction, so I got you the lighter.
Yeah, it's a good shout that, because the other thing about this, because I did some research on these, thinking of buying them.
Yeah.
You can't turn them off once you like them.
No, so it's 6 hours or 12.
Yeah, exactly. So the smaller one is the option I would have gone for.
I knew you would.
And again, I like the polished.
Yeah. I mean, and to be fair, 20 odd quid on Amazon.
Are they?
Yeah. So it's a really good deal.
They come with, that is a little sort of, so you get the fuel level right. So you put lighter fluid in there and then pour it in here. So I will be testing this. It has been -6 degrees centigrade over the last few days. It's warmed up today, but that's really nice. So I'm very happy with that.
Excellent. Ah, yes. As I suspected.
You suspected this, did you?
Yes.
Did you really?
Yes.
That's not a surprise.
No, it's not a surprise.
So, work sharp knife sharpener. I've not used this one before, but it's probably the highest rated one.
And I was tempted to buy this, so I'm really happy. But I know why John's bought me it. Is because it means I can now sharpen his knives when they go blood.
Do you know, I thought
Practical.
that.
I knew you would have thought of that.
I mean, it'd be great to have somebody who could sharpen my knives for me.
Yes, I thought you would do.
So,
But yeah, that's excellent.
okay, so we're
Thank
happy.
you.
Okay.
Right, shall we show him the Sabre and then go have a drink?
Yeah, so this is Jamie's idea.
Oh, yes.
I think it's because he collects swords.
I do. I love antique swords more than anything.
We borrowed this from one of our contacts, Heine Haynes. So a big thank you to them. And yeah, so there you have.
Yeah, so it's so I mean it's blunt. Because obviously the idea is we're going to be sabering a bottle of champagne. Neither of us have ever done this. I've always wanted to do it. And yeah, so let's go do it.
So we're going to do it. Jamie asked if we could run to champagne. I said no. Because the thought of spending £30 on a bottle of champagne to watch him smash it into pieces and then have champagne and broken glass all over the garden.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Are you ready, everyone? Okay, how's the practice go? Ready? 3, 2, 1. 1.
As you can see, it actually worked. Nobody is more surprised than I am.
Reasonably clean cut. Not bad for a first attempt. So, cheers.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much for watching and being part of it and helping us grow. And let us know what you like, what you don't like, and then we'll do our best to enjoy what we do and provide useful content for you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Yes,
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year as well, because we're taking a couple of weeks off.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, as always, for watching. Have a great day.
And we'll see you in the next one.